And welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Junior Judah Garcia, and here are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. 31st Legislature sworn in, fatal car accident in St. John, and Three Kings celebration. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
I Trade Earth brings you News Channel 8, a Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands-based approach to economic development and the global marketplace, one small business at a time. Call 866-396-8278 for more information or look at us on as seen on channel8.com for I Trade Earth.
In our top story, the 31st Legislature was sworn in today at the David Monsanto Bandstand at Emancipation Gardens on St. Thomas. Senator Neville James was named president, and Senator Jeanette Milligan Young will serve as vice president.
I,
Gene Ford,
no more.
Moville Francis Jr., Clifford F. Graham, Kenneth Gittins,
Justin Harrigan Sr., Neville James,
Jeanette Milligan Young,
Samuel Stanis, Myron D. Jackson,
Amanda Rocky,
Terrence Positive Nelson,
Nereida Rivera O'Reilly,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States,
applicable to the Virgin Islands
applicable to the Virgin Islands,
and the laws of the Virgin Islands,
and the laws of the Virgin Islands,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties of Senator
discharge the duties of Senator
of the 31st Legislature of the United States Virgin Islands
of the 31st Legislature of the United States Virgin Islands
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
A resolution establishing the majority caucus, electing the officers, appointing chairpersons, vice chairpersons, and members to the standing committees of the 31st Legislature of the Virgin Islands, and adopting the rules of the 31st Legislature be voted up at this time. I so moved.
properly moved and seconded. Objected to. Roll call, please.
Senator Blyden? Senator Blyden, yes. Senator Ford? Senator Ford, yes. Senator Francis? Senator Francis, yes. Senator Graham? Senator Graham, yes. Senator Gittins? Senator Gittins, yes. Senator Harrigan? Senator Harrigan, yes. Senator Jackson? Senator Jackson, yes. Senator James? Senator James, yes. Senator Liebert? Senator Liebert, yes. Senator Nelson? Senator Nelson, yes. Senator O'Reilly? Senator O'Reilly, no. Senator Roach? Senator Roach, no. Senator Sanis? Senator Sanis, yes. Senator Bailey? Senator Bailey, yes. Senator Million?
Yes.
Senator Million, yes. Madam President, 13 yeas, 2 nays.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Bill number 31-0001 has been approved, and so thereby we now have a new president.
Good afternoon. A time to walk. On behalf of the Majority Caucus, in addition to the 2 non-majority members, and even the other two non-majority members who didn't vote for it, for the resolution. I thank you very much. It's an honorable day. Right now, the tears walking the way up my face, but I ain't gonna bow today because we got work to do. And the people ain't elect no ballers, they want workers. And I dare to walk.
Members of the majority bloc will include Senators Novell James, Marvin A. Blyden, Gene Ford, Novell Francis, Justin Harrigan, Kurt Vialet, Kenneth Gittins, Clifford Graham, Myron Jackson, and Samuel Sanis. In other news, a 16-year-old male identified by police as Elvis Smith Jr. died at the scene of an accident that occurred on St. John just before 5 a.m. on January 10th. Here is Public Information Officer Melanie Rames with more details.
A 16-year-old male who was identified by police as Elvis Smith Jr. died at the scene of an accident that occurred on the island of St. John just before 5 a.m. on January 10th. There were 4 other male passengers in the vehicle and some were injured. According to traffic investigation officers, a 1995 Honda Accord driven by a 26-year-old male was traveling eastward on Centerline Road just past Columbus Smoothie when the vehicle ran off the roadway and collided into a utility pole on the northern side of the road. 3 passengers who were seated in the rear were extricated from the vehicle by fire service personnel. A 22-year-old male who was in the right rear seat had a head injury. Another male was taken from the vehicle in critical condition, and Smith, who was seated in the middle rear seat, died from his injuries. The driver and the passenger in the front seat were not injured. Traffic officers continue to investigate this car crash.
Education Commissioner Designee Dr. Sharon McCullen has arranged grief counseling for the students, staff, and family members of Ivana Eudora Ken High School on St. Thomas and Julia Sprov School on St. John following this tragic accident. Counseling will be available by appointment throughout the week. Meanwhile, Delegate to Congress Stacey Plaskett, who was recently sworn in as the territory's new representative in Washington, has been assigned to serve on the U.S. House Committee on Agriculture, becoming the first U.S. Virgin Islands delegate to serve on a powerful committee. Plaskett added that being on the Agriculture Committee allows her to better advocate for critical assistance in various segments, including energy, food stamps, and increasing the territory's food export. Well, don't go anywhere. We have more news right after this.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And welcome back to News Channel 8. The residents of Estate Prophet continue their annual celebration of Three Kings Day. Let's take a look.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be here on the 14th year of the Hispanic Three Kings Party, always taking place here at El Flamboyant. We want to give thanks to the people who have made it possible, especially Mr. Alicea, who always shows up with the Three Kings, and the Renaissance Group, of course, Terminex, and some of the sponsors who have made this possible tonight. Also, Mr. Olmeda is here sharing in the fun and in the co-hosting. Un saludo para ustedes, gracias por acompañarnos una vez más. Estamos aquí en las fiestas de Reyes en nuestro año número 14, celebrando la tradición hispana de los Reyes y dando regalos a los niños de Machuchal e áreas circundantes. Agradecemos a Terminex, al grupo Renaissance, a los rancheros, quienes siempre a través de los años han hecho esto posible, otros auspiciadores, figuras públicas y servidores públicos. Gracias al señor Olmeda, que siempre nos acompaña, y muy especialmente a los dueños del Flamboyant, el señor Eddie e Ivonne Ortiz, quienes por los últimos 14 años han hecho esto posible. Pasamos los micrófonos al coauspiciador, al coanfitrión de esta tarde, el señor Joe Olmeda.
Otro año más que tenemos aquí a los Tres Reyes en Machuchal, en el Flamboyant. Muchas gracias a mi amigo aquí, y ya saben que aún tienen tiempo si quieren venir para acá y vamos a gozar la vida.
It's a pleasure to see all those kids out here so excited. I'm glad for Eddie Ortiz and his committee who have been working thus far, continuing this program. When I spoke to Eddie, he told me he had a little problem raising funds, and as he said that to me, I said, Eddie, let me make a call, let me get some money for you. I made a call and I got a $600 donation one time. I delivered that check to Eddie Ortiz, and it was a pleasure to be a part of assisting Eddie Ortiz and his group with this wonderful program that he put on every year. And kudos to you, Mr. Eddie Ortiz.
Certainly want to start by thanking Eddie and Mrs. Ortiz and your family and your business for putting this event on. I do understand it's the 14th year. We know that you had some struggles this past year, but you got the strength and the health, and God gave you the courage to continue to put the event on. So we want to commend you and congratulate you for giving to our community. We want the Mappata administration to be carried in history as a compassionate administration. And we support community events. We're going to support you in this event through our existence. I was very happy to be able to come and give some acknowledgement for the work that you do. And we want to thank you from the bottom of our heart for what you're doing. It's a very good thing. And we want this to spread throughout communities because we have to take care of each other. We have to lift each other up. And we want our children to grow in communities where they see giving and they see compassion and they see people who care. That's how they're going to do the same thing.
We're here this evening or this afternoon celebrating our 14th years of the Three Kings. And really, I wasn't planning to do it, or my family didn't want me to do it because of my health. But I couldn't really, I had to continue with this because this is deep to my heart for the kids. And I really can't, you know, I couldn't let this go. So I decided, because I have a committee that always is with me. So I couldn't let this happen. So that's why we're here today celebrating our 14th year. And I am very thankful to the committee that always support me. And as long as I have a heart beating, I'm gonna continue with this. So, you know, thank you for all of those people that help us with the toys for the kids and the bicycle. And, you know, and I wish that next year it'll be a little better where we could get more bikes. I wanted to reach to 50 bikes this year, but because a little too late, we didn't reach that. But next year, I can assure you, if God's Spirit alive, I will do the 50 bikes or a little more. Thank you very much, and God bless you all for the balance of the year.
Celebration it is. Stay tuned. We have more news coming up next.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And finally tonight, we bring you a special BBC News report on Jeffrey Epstein, a Virgin Islander and Palm Beach resident. He is at the center of a renewed interest that may have taken place on his private island off the coast of St. Thomas. The story now threatens to embroil a number of well-known individuals, including Prince Andrew, the son of Queen Elizabeth of Great Britain.
Prince Andrew was forced in 2011 to give up a job he loved, flying the flag as a special representative for Britain abroad. The Queen's son continues to pay a price for his failure of judgment. The Prince has apologised for his friendship with the American financier Jeffrey Epstein, who's been to prison and remains a registered sex offender. Andrew once stayed with him in New York. The well-connected billionaire was sentenced in 2008 to 18 months in jail after pleading guilty to an offence of soliciting a minor for prostitution. Now, as part of a long-running legal battle, Prince Andrew has been named in court papers in Florida. It's not an action against him. Rather, an unnamed woman is alleging that as a minor, she was the victim of a sex trafficking scheme run by Epstein. The document reads, "One such powerful individual Epstein forced the woman to have sexual relations with was a member of the British royal family, Prince Andrew." It's alleged to have happened once here at an orgy on Epstein's private island in the Caribbean, when the woman is reported to have been 17, and also in London and New York. In a statement, Buckingham Palace responded robustly, saying, "For the avoidance of doubt, any suggestion of impropriety with underage minors is categorically untrue." Tonight, the American lawyer Alan Dershowitz, who's also accused in the Florida court document, has denied the allegation.
She's lied clearly about me. We know she's lied about other public figures, including a former prime minister and others who she claims to have participated in sexual activities with. So I think it must be presumed that all of her allegations against Prince Andrew are false as well.
Prince Andrew now has to live with an allegation he's denied while he continues his work as a senior royal.
Stay with us. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And now, here's a look at your 5-day weather forecast.
Tonight, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 81. Southeast wind 14 to 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Tuesday, isolated showers before noon. Sunny with a high near 89. Heat index values as high as 102. Southeast wind 16 to 21 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Tuesday night, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 82. East wind around 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Wednesday, isolated showers, sunny with a high near 89. East wind around 18 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. On Wednesday night, isolated showers, mostly clear with a low around 82. East-northeast wind 18 to 22 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. And on Thursday, isolated showers, sunny with a high near 89. East wind 18 to 21 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. This is Cheryl Francis with your Channel 8 News Weather.
Well, that's a look at what's happening here in our territory. On behalf of the staff of WSVI-TV, we want to say stay safe. I'm Junior Garcia, and World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
I Trade Earth brings you News Channel 8, a Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands-based approach to economic development and the global marketplace, one small business at a time. Call 866-396-8278 for more information or look at us on as seen on channel8.com for I Trade Earth.